you can come out, okay? But you just chill there for now. That's scrawny looking.
Yeah.
He's 2 months?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you wanted, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look at that. It's swimming to the sun. Oh yeah, here we go. Get used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Good.
Oh, go again.
Yeah.
Perfect. And you're too little to pull it over. Your puny little arms don't have a lot. Yeah, you like it, buddy? We got it for you at Petco. We bought it with our own money. He's not scared at all. I want him to just come on our laps eventually.
Yeah. So last night was the first time we let him sleep in our bed, which I really didn't want him to do that yet. But he is now well aware of all the rooms downstairs in our apartment, so he was just coming in anyway. So it was pretty hard to keep him out. So he slept with us all night. Pretty good, like right in the middle of us. Only woke me up a couple times just to snuggle. But then this morning, comes in and smears poop across my face. So that wasn't great, obviously. For a lot of the day he just wants to do this, which is great on days that I have off from work, but when I'm trying to work, I can't really give him the attention he wants. Because he could just do this all day. Right? But it is great, so let's see. We got him on Saturday. It's been a little over a week. Today is Monday. He came to us with a stomach issue, and his energy levels were really low. So for the first day he was here, he was running around happy, being a normal kitten, playing and stuff. And then the next couple days he just wanted to cuddle all day. He didn't play at all really. And now he's been taking medicine for a couple days, and now he's really energetic. So he'll have many spurts throughout the day where he'll just get up and run around and want to play. So I'm really happy to see that he's being a kitten again.
It felt like a skinny pale.
Hey, Rock. Hey, Rock. Come on, let's look at the snow. Come up on your little perch. Oh, yeah. Hi, baby. We got 23 inches of snow, I think. Something like that. Nor'easter. What do you think, Rock? It's a lot of snow. You like your little perch?
You were watching him when he was so young, and so cute, and so young.
Your little butt's on camera. Cover your butt.
And clean it. But he's tired.
He's getting so big. He looks so much bigger than he was. He also looks like a gray old man.
Already?
Just because of his color. Look at that sun on you, huh? Oh. So we've had Rock now for just over 3 weeks, and he looks so much bigger than he did when he got him. He's now 3 months old, and he's a little terror, to be honest. He is so energetic and runs around. He's just right over there. He's not energetic right now. He's sitting in the sun. But he is such a terror, and he runs around and does his little kitten laps and gets into stuff and is so curious. But it's great because he was so sick the first week we got him, and I didn't realize just how much he wasn't being a regular kitten. He just wanted to snuggle up with us, and he wasn't really playing at all, and we were like, wow, he's such a chill cat. And no, it's just because he was sick. So we got some medicine in him, and he's doing a lot better. He's definitely a true kitten now. Hey, Rock. he's just starting to know his name. He didn't really respond to it before, but now he kind of does. He came with the name Rocky and at the shelter, and we didn't really love that. And I know you can pick it kind of any name you want, but we were like, well, we kind of like Rock. He also looks like a little rock. He has like a sandy chest and stomach and a grayish black brown back. So he kind of looks like a little rock, and you know, rock music, rock, emotional rock, all this stuff. So we're just going with Rock. We're calling him Rock, and we have so many nicknames already. So it's kind of like the name doesn't even matter. You just call him anything. Hey, Rock. Little update on Rock. I tried taking him to the vet to establish care on 2 days ago on Friday, and they kind of overlooked some things, and they thought that he would be due for some shots while he was there, but he wasn't yet, so we didn't really get anything accomplished. But we're gonna go back in 2 weeks, and he'll get evaluated and given some shots then. We're not too worried about it because we took him back to the shelter just a week ago to get looked at because he was sick. Or I guess it was more like 2 weeks ago. It was a week after we got him, and that's when he got some medicine because he had some stomach issues, which was a lot to deal with. There's always something. Like, he has a really great little personality, and he likes to cuddle, and he likes people. My brother came over, and Rock was perfectly fine with him. So he's exactly what I wanted in that regard, his personality. So, you know, something had to be hard and off in the beginning, and that's what it was. He definitely had some stomach issues, but we worked through them. He's good now. He's a lot better. He's way more like himself. He's almost like a new cat. In some ways, he just has a totally different personality, but he's liking the things that we got for him, so we tried to be really prepared and got our apartment all set up. A little cactus scratching post, which we thought would be too small. At first, it's not very tall, but he's little still. He's a kitten, so it works for him. That's great, and he loves it. And we got him one of those little window perches, which I'm sure I've entered clips of him sitting in it already, but he likes that too. At first he was too small, he couldn't get up there whatsoever, but now I keep his scratching post close by so he can just climb up the post and then go on the his little perch there, window perch, and it's directly in the sun, so of course he loves that. And some of the toys we got him, he's not super interested in, or he loses interest quickly, depending on what it is. Like the little ribbon, like baton ribbon things, he likes for a little bit, and then he just loses interest in like 5 minutes. You know, you get all these toys and you prepare for that, and what he actually really likes playing with is wrappers, like candy wrappers and granola bar wrappers. Like, he likes the foil, the shininess of them. So for like an hour the other day, he was just like batting it around the apartment and just loving life. So it's funny, you don't even really need to go too crazy on the toys because they'll probably find something else around the house that they like to do. We've been trying to, should really perch. Really put you up here. Okay, that's better. So we were trying to train him a little bit. So cats are trainable. I tried to read up as much as possible about cats before getting one. We're trying to train him to not go up on counters or like tables. He's still really too small to get up on the kitchen counters, which is good. We don't have to worry about that right now, but he definitely will be able to in probably a couple months. But you know, he's always trying to get up on my desk when I'm working, or the kitchen table when we're eating, or the dining table. So we're trying to really train him to not go up on tables. And I read that cats respond a lot better to positive reinforcement than negative reinforcement, so we've just been doing both, but probably doing the opposite of what you're supposed to do, doing more negative reinforcement, so just kind of saying no really sternly when he gets up on to things that we don't want him to go up on, because I just feel like he doesn't get it. Like if he is just sitting around and like not getting up on the table and I give him a treat, I just don't know if it's clicking to him that that's why he's getting a treat. So, but I'm still finding the balance there. It kind of seems to be working sometimes. Like he actually is getting better. It used to be every single time he would just keep jumping up, jumping up, jumping up, and now you like tell him no, and he maybe only does it like 1 or 2 more times, and then he'll give it up and he'll do something else. So I think we're getting there. He is at this point still peeing in places that he shouldn't. Well, like he peed in the bed a couple times, like not sleeping, not overnight, just like he would go in our bedroom and he just like peed in the bed. And he peed, we had like, we were, you know, souping something up and we had like the dustpan out and he peed in there. So I'm not quite sure why that is. At first I thought maybe it was from his medication that he was taking, because he wasn't doing that at first. He was like using the litter box pretty well. But yeah, I wasn't sure why he all of a sudden started peeing everywhere. I thought maybe it was the medication he was on, maybe it was just like messing him up in that way. Because I know humans, like if you take certain medications you can get like UTIs pretty easily, so I wasn't sure if maybe it was that. So just kind of like monitoring that and trying to stop that from happening too much. Like when I catch him peeing somewhere, it's only happened like it's happened so much, it's only happened maybe like 4 or 5 times, but I'll try to like let him finish so I don't like disrupt him in that moment, and then right away when he's done I like bring him over to the litter box and kind of be like, this is where you're supposed to go. But I've heard other people with this problem too with cats, and they suggested to get a second litter box, and that seems to help. And I know cats are very particular about their litter box, so that could be it too. So maybe we'll get a second one eventually and see how that goes. Our apartment is, I guess, somewhat big, so like the litter box is like all the way back a couple rooms by our laundry area, so it could be that, but we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping it just kind of stops on its own and he kind of just like works that part out. We did just put our rug back down, so we had rolled up the rug here in the living room just in case, you know, we didn't want any accidents on the rug. So we had rolled it up for the longest time, you know, all 3 weeks he's been here, and just today we rolled it back out. So hopefully he won't pee on it, but if he does, whatever. That's just, this comes with owning a pet. But yeah, so it's really nice to have a cat around in a lot of ways, of course. Like I grew up with 2 cats and a dog and birds and goldfish and hermit crabs and a bunch of animals, but I never had to be the one to worry about really taking care of it. So this is my first time having a pet in my adult life that I really need to take care of and think about, and you know, I'm already like thinking about him constantly, and it's nice to care about something like that. It's nice to care about something other than yourself. It kind of takes you away out of the stress of life and kind of brings you in the present moment, and sometimes I can just zone out and pet him for a while, and it's really nice to have that outlet right now. My life is like pretty stressful right now, very stressful. Work is extremely stressful right now, so it is so nice to have him as a little distraction. I will say in moments it kind of makes things more stressful, at least during the day. So I work from home right now most days, of the week. When I'm trying to work from home, he's, you know, constantly trying to jump up on the desk, and when I'm so busy, it can kind of add to the stress a little bit, and he can be annoying too. Just plain and simple, like, animals can just be annoying, and I think that's fine to say. Like, I love him, and he's adorable and great and cute, and I'm so glad we have him. He can be annoying sometimes, and that's just what it is, but I'm so glad that he's with us here. He's great. Like, I feel like when you add an animal into a household, it just makes it feel more homey and kind of more not complete. It's not, you don't need to have a pet for your household to be complete, but I guess for us it felt a little more complete because we were both used to having pets around. I was actually nervous about taking an animal on because I had been very independent for so many years, like my whole adult life, leaving home and living on my own. I only ever had to take care of myself, and the thought of having a pet, that responsibility kind of scared me for a while, and my boyfriend kept saying, I really want a cat, let's get a cat, and I kept shooting it down, like, no, I don't want a cat, I don't want a cat. Because I was just afraid that I would lose my independence, or afraid that I wouldn't have freedom anymore to travel places or pick up and move somewhere weird for a while and then come back and find stability like I like to do. So I was afraid to let go of that. But I see now, like, it's all worth it. And of course, like, again, like, pets aren't for everyone. It's not the answer for everyone, or whatever. It's just for me. I can see how I can still have both. It's like, you can have a pet, and yes, it's your responsibility to take care of them and be around, you know, a majority of the time, but you can still go for a weekend somewhere without them and have it be fine, and have someone watch them or bring them food, or you know, cats are like pretty self-sufficient, which is also kind of why we chose a cat over a dog. Well, Chris didn't want a dog at all, but why I kind of came to the conclusion of, like, all right, yeah, a cat is a better fit for our lifestyle, because we love traveling places and picking up and, you know, just going somewhere for the weekend or being out for the whole day, and we just wanted a pet that could handle that and be independent if need be. Yeah, you could bring a dog along with you, but then you have to worry about what you do. You can't go everywhere with the dog. So, you know, I will say too, so the thing that really started the cat train was we had a mouse problem in our apartment, and now I have had a mouse problem in almost every apartment I've lived in. I have heard multiple stories from people who had experiences where they were living in places in Boston and they would wake up with a rat on their chest. And I just, that makes me want to not live anywhere close to Boston ever in my life again. That is just, I can't imagine that. It got to a point where, like, we were considering moving and all of that stuff, and then we're like, well, what if we get a cat? But then that made me mad at first, because I was like, well, I'm not going to get a cat to solve this problem of mice being in our apartment. Like, we just shouldn't have mice in the first place. So that was my mentality for a while. But like I said, that's kind of what like opened my mind to like, maybe, you know, we should get a cat. And then just thinking about how I grew up with animals and, you know, me and my boyfriend living here in this apartment, it just felt really nice and right to have a little pet around too, a little addition to the family. So that's the rat story. Please don't ever make me talk about rats again. I can't. Say hi, Rock. Say hi. It's been a week since I filmed last, and the snow is still here. We actually had an ice storm on top of the snow a few days later, and it's snowing again right now. You love this thing, huh? You love that thing? What do you think? Oh, don't call me. I've been attacked. I've been attacked. You like that thing? What are you doing? Here are all the cards you knocked over. Get the zoomies. What are you doing? 4-week update slash what I didn't mention before. This stuff I recommend. It's been a lifesaver because he's been peeing in the bed and he threw up on the rug, and it really does do a pretty good job actually. A good job. Ow! Stop it! Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Stop it. Stop it. Oh my god. He loves attacking my feet. Ow! Stop!